Oh, okay, VTuber, you can just take a moment and just not exist for a half a second when I switch my screen back over. That's totally valid. Was not expecting it to just be like, what if I just don't show myself for a minute? I have to figure out how I want to go about this. I'm gonna be working on frames for a video thing. I gotta figure the best way I want to go about it. I'm going back to my Vocaloid roots and doing it's a Vocaloid song, and I've got to record a cover for it as well as do the artwork for it. And my hope. It's because I was bullied. I was threatened with bullying. I wasn't going to. I was originally going to do my normal thing where I just don't tell anyone that I'm live. But I got bullied from the get-go. I got bullied during my ad segment. I got bullied during my ads. Me? Where is my phone? I don't know. Open for Snorlax. Snorlax, get the fucking ball! I was trying to. I had to load my reference video that I'm working on because I'm doing a Vocaloid thing. Yeah, I even made a Twitter post. I even made a Twitter post for once that I was streaming. I don't fucking advertise ever. I don't like advertising myself. I get nervous advertising. The only server that I'll actively post as I hit my mic. I'll actively post in my server when I'm streaming. Because that's different. That's my server. Like, I'm an asshole. That's the rabbit hole. I do what I fucking want there. But I get so nervous actually posting about the fact that I'm streaming. Again. But I was just like, okay, I'm not gonna do that. Even though it's like, we don't talk about how many hours I spent on the joke that I'm doing today. Like, Spud had an idea, and I went with it. I need to make sure that Alright. Baku, here's the difference. You're fucking amazing. I'm just a dweeb who doesn't fucking know what they're doing 80% of the time. I crochet stupid shit like shrimps and hope for the best. I gotta figure out how I want to do this. I don't. No! Don't bite me! I'm the werewolf today. I do the biting. Look at my teeth. Ow. Ow. Oh, I can make her bigger so you can look at her teeth. Technically the shrimp has fur too. Technically I'm always furry. But the joke is today was the eclipse. Today was the eclipse, and my character's name is Eclipse. So, like, it's the eclipse today. I got her fucking marking! Shit! How the fuck did I forget that? It was in the sketch layers. How did I fucking forget that? Oh, I'm mad at myself right now. I am mad at myself right now. Oh my god, I can't believe I've done this. I am a fake VTuber. Oh yeah, the fucking... I still don't know what happened that night, for the record. I still have no fucking clue what was going on that night. What? That's a reference I actually do not understand. Eclipse's earring has meaning to it. I don't understand the reference of a god of destruction bit. Ah. I like Gin got the reference. No, Eclipse's earring is actually meant to help her maintain her sanity. Naked cat! I like naked cats. I like naked kitties. Someday I will own one. Alright, there we go. Actually, I should shift her mark slightly because her muzzle opens. So the deal with Eclipse's earring is it's actually a memento from, depending on which version of the story it is, it's a memento from one of her parents typically. And it'll change like with her form. So she has a few different forms. Obviously, this is her werewolf form because normally she actually looks like So, originally, I was actually thinking to just finish the normal sprite I had for her. So, like, I have a sprite that I've been working on for her that's sketched, and I was originally going to just do this version for the joke today, but then I was like, well, it's based on the moon, so it'd be funnier to do her wolf form. And then I was like, well, if I'm going to use the joke of using Eclipse's wolf form because today was the eclipse, hence Eclipse, I was like, well, I'm gonna have to make a new overlay to go with it, and I spend way too many hours on a very stupid joke. Changing mid-res. File export. File export. But essentially the earring... Yeah, that was what the sketch was. It was me being an absolute shithead. You guys... No pixies, because I gotta go on Discord real fast. Send, damn it. Thank you. There we go. Yeah, Spud had the idea to be funny and to switch. So the joke was supposed to be to play it straight and for me to not say what I was doing. The joke was gonna be me just doing it and just not being like, oh, hey, nothing's different here. everything's totally normal, but I can't fucking keep my mouth shut and I laugh too hard. So I ended up I kept the beans somewhat quiet, but then there was another place that I was just like, nope, I'm straight up doing a joke tomorrow. Because I'm a heathen. But I also really like how it all came out. Like, I think it turned out really well. Like, I can actually, if I open up, I can open up the overlay itself to show. So originally, I actually was debating if I was going to have the banner behind the pillar that's broken or not, or if I was going to put it in front of, but I think it looks really nice like this. But I really like how everything, like, it's a little simple. There are mistakes on it, but I do really like how this overlay turned out for the most part. Also, yeah, you can see what's behind the VTuber. There's nothing really there. It's part of a pillar still, and threads. Originally, I didn't actually put the threads in. I added them in the last minute, and I think they really added something to it. Because it's like, this is what it looks like without the threads. But I think they add just such a nice little air. They just add something to it compared to, like, just without it. So, and then each of the little banners has lore meanings. I put lore in my overlay. Because this whole thing is a lore joke, essentially, for my own shit. Got jokes fucking everywhere. Like, the moon is tied up in threads, the rabbits sleeping on the moon, the tattered banners, the broken pillars with pieces that are hanging out in the air, the different colors of thread that tie fates together, strung throughout this, like, starry, greeny dreamscape area, the platform where the temple area is sitting on that's just breaking off into the void, the vines that grew up and around these pillars, the silver flowers that are growing, and then we have two moons that are facing different directions. I can, though. I do it all the time. I'm a walking, talking lore dump. But there's also two different types of eyeball banners as well, instigating two different types of watchers and onlookers. The moons that are facing away from each other to represent the two sides of the moon. In this case, it would be Eclipse's brothers. So you would have Senna and then you would have Nox. Obviously, we have the Starbit banner, which is my point system, but Starbits are related to fragments of the soul and what happens in my lore. We have a kind of ambiguous clovery shape with an eye on it because she has ties to plants and doesn't know her own ties to the plants. Like, she's got, like, the flowers are tied to her kind of thing. So that's why it's like that one odd banner next to the star banner, because that's her. And then so you have this version of eyes that are kind of staring, and they're all vertical instead of horizontal, which I always find vertical eyes seem just more aggressive than a horizontal set of eyes. There's something about it that just enters an uncanny zone for me, and it's why it's one of my favorite motifs to draw when I'm doing, like, body horror monsters that have a lot of eyes. Or if I'm doing, like, a backdrop or something with eyes, I'll typically draw them vertically because there's just something wrong about it, and I love it. And then there is a horizontal one. So it's like the watchers that are watching that are, like, they're viewing things. It's not necessarily malevolent or benevolent. And then this one, which is partially hidden, is a little more aggressive. Hi, Go-Go! Sweetie Ban. Yeah, I'm streaming at a regular time for once. Yeah! It's not staying. This is just a joke for the day. Oh, right, I gotta fix my VTuber. I gotta fix her because she's fucked up right now. Because I messed up her eye marking. I think the funniest bit is I drew her eye marking too. It is drawn. I just didn't fucking put it in when I did the final image. To be fair, I am pretty sure I was working on this at like 4 a.m. So can you blame me for being a little bit forgetful? I had been working on this banner and everything. uh, I had a stupid. I was, to be fair. All right, there we go. That looks better. Woo! Got our eye mark on now. um, to be fair, I was actually going to work on this stuff on stream. Welcome back. Welcome. You always gay and dying. Always gay and dying. You know, oh, I'm gonna be working on a video I was just kind of rambling about the new overlay. What I'm actually gonna be working on though is a video. So, I know some people here are fucking weebs like me. So when I first got back into Vocaloid as a child, like as a teenager, a common thing to do was to remake Vocaloid PMVs and stuff in your own style with your own OCs and everything. And I've had a plan for a while now that I wanted to remake a specific PMV using Eclipse herself. And I I have to actually record a cover for it as well. Because I could use the original Vocaloid song, but I want to record a cover because I think it's been a long time since I did. I stopped recording covers of Vocaloid songs eons ago when I changed my account because someone left me a mean comment and I have never gotten over it. But I realized the anniversary for my webcomic, my fan comic, it is next week. It is actually the 14th, if I remember correctly. I'd have to double check. I'm pretty sure it's the 14th is the anniversary. Hello! Thank you! I did it last night, and I just had to fix it on stream, too. Let me check what day it posted. I'm pretty sure it was... yeah, okay, so April 17th. So, April 17th is the day I first posted the first page, the first cover for my fan comic, Moon Guardian and the Lost Prince, which is the comic that started my obsession with A Hat in Time. Like, it is my fan comic that started the descent of madness for me creating stuff and getting back into drawing because I'd been in a slump since I had left college. Yeah, I have it marked. So April 17th is the anniversary of Moon Guardian, and then May 6th is TLC's anniversary. And I have another video I'm also going to work on for TLC's anniversary. I want to redo my I'm Not Drunk video. Let me Snatch. Hey, Snatchers. Not drunk. So they're one of my most popular videos, other than like a crafting video that I have. I don't know what my most popular video. I still do not understand why it's so popular. My most popular video is the blue axolotl video that I made when it's my first ever time trying to film my crafting process and posting it. And for some reason that video was super popular. But the actual tutorial I made to show how to make the axolotls, because I get that comment all the time, that is not as popular. Let's see, can I get this to show up? Hey OBS, will you let me do this? Window capture. This should work. Okay. Alright, I think. Save them. Alright, cool. Snatcher, get below the overlay, please. Alright, let me just futz a little bit. Let me. Alright. So, this music, please. Pause. I don't think I can get in trouble for playing this because this is my own video. The audio is not originally mine, but it's a Vine audio. But here. Come on. God, the art's so... Look how thin she is! Both of them are fucking twinks in this, and it's so funny. God, I actually had to go hunt for the original Psy file that I drew this for this. So, this is not the video I'm currently working on. I'm working on a different video right now. Oh, it's too soft? Hold on. Let me pump the audio up again. Here, I'll replay it. Hey, show. I can also link the video in chat too, so that you can actually watch it on my YouTube channel. But anyway, so that's a project for after the project I'm currently working on. So back to what I was saying. So TLC's anniversary, I want to remake that animatic video. So I had to go dig out the original file that I had made it in, and it was such a pain in the ass because when I first got into TLC and everything like that, I actually used to use Psy specifically to do my artwork. So I didn't used to draw my, I used to use Psy, and I used a cracked version of Psy that I'd had since middle school, and I used to, all of my stuff was done in that. Why did I draw the same thing on two separate layers? Alright, my brain is functioning on all cylinders. But I had to go find the file because I wanted to make sure I could get all the frames. And it's such a trip looking at them because they were so thin. I mean, compared to how I draw them now, like... What was the reason? Did I... Like, even if I just open up a comic page that I just finished, like, Eclipse does not look the same at all. It's so funny. But you can blame Eclipse. But it's like, I want to redo that video for TLC because it's the 4th year I've been working on this bullshit, and we don't talk about how long, and I'm still not done writing it. I am just distracted. I never finished explaining her earring, I realized. Basically, fairy thing, keeps her looking human. It's a plot point, comes up later. Depending on the story, it either came from her father or her mother. In the case of the sprite that I'm currently wearing, it came from her mother. It's a memento, and it's the last thing she got from her mother before her mother was killed in front of her. Yay! Lore! As for what I'm doing today, there was a trend. I remember this back when I first got into Vocaloid. It was the same with, like, different... It's kind of like the animation meme of old. But instead of like a short 30-second clip or something, you remade entire PMVs with like based on Vocaloid songs and stuff like that. So in the case of this one, I originally wanted to do this for Valentine's Day, but I had a lot of shit going on offline, as well as my health was being an absolute dumpster fire for most of February and March. So I ended up not doing it for Valentine's Day, and I was just like, well, shit, when's the anniversary for the comic? Because I could do it for the comic. And then I realized that the anniversary was coming up really quickly, and I was just like, well, shit, I gotta get off my ass and do that then, if I wanted to do it. Ooh, I can smell Spud cooking. Spud's making a sweet and sour shrimp. But yeah, basically I'm basically making an animation meme, but I'm doing a classic style thing where I'm doing a Vocaloid song, and then I also have to actually record myself singing the song because I feel like it'll add to it. But at the same time, if I can't get the audio sounding right, I might just say fuck it, and then this video will never see the light of day. Whoopsie. So I'm going to spend probably hours on this, and it'll most likely not even end up being posted. Because I struggle. But I gotta figure out how I want to go about doing this. Oh, drink! It's time to drink! So fun fact, I actually have 3 separate drinks going right now. I had a talk about this with a coworker the other night. About the fact that I drink like 4 separate things at once. I have a glass of iced tea. I have water too. That's the thing. I have water. I have water. That's one of the drinks I have. I have my water bottle, which I have my filter bottle. Like, you can hear it. That's my water bottle. Which is normally what I'm drinking whenever I drink on stream. It is typically my water bottle. I'm full of mucus again! Yeah. Still dealing with allergies. It's much better. I at least sound normal now. But I have like 3 drinks going right now. I have my water bottle, obviously, because that's what I just drank out of. I have a cold cup of vanilla Coke. And I also have a cup of raspberry iced tea. Oh my gosh, I laughed at work the other day, and a coworker commented, I don't think I've ever heard you laugh like that. And I'm like, I have laughed like this multiple times at work. Like, apparently people think I don't laugh, but it's like, I laugh all the fucking time. Mostly at myself. I'm trying to decide if I want to follow this exactly beat for beat, or if I want to change some things up. I mean, obviously, I'm going to change some things up just because that's kind of the nature of the beast. But it's a matter of how I'm changing things up. It's just, I like having an option for what I'm going to drink, because sometimes I'll be like, I just don't want to drink soda, or sometimes I don't really want water. I just want a sip of something else. So if I have variety, it's good. And sometimes I'm just stupid and I open a new drink before I finish my other one without thinking about it, and then I have 2 drinks going because I totally forgot that I already had a drink. So I'll have multiple cups of drink going. It's the worst when I'm doing like long stints of like working on stuff. I'm trying to decide what I want. So in the original PV, Rin is holding up like a bunny plushie thing. And I'm trying to decide what I want Eclipse holding. Do I give her Snatcher? Do I give her like the shrimp? Or do I make her hold the bun? Like, does she hold Babbitt? Does she hold Snatch? Does she hold a snake instead? Like, or should I give her like a wolf plushie? Because that would also be on the nose and funny. So it's like, what the fuck do I want to give? Or do I give her moon jumper plushie? because she canonically has a Moonjumper plushie. Like, what the fuck are you holding, lady? But in the original video, Rin is also standing on she's sitting on a cushion, but I'm gonna draw Eclipse sitting on a tree branch because she likes to sit on tree branches. Because why could she be a normal person and like sit on ground and stuff like that when she is a weirdo wolf and likes to sit in trees? Where's my Switch? Where is my Switch? I gotta look at something in the video game. Oh, I should turn my music back on. I realized I turned my music down. I turned my music off so I could play the video. And then I didn't turn my music back on, so I've just been talking. I mean, not that it matters too much because, like, I mute my VODs anyway. Yeah. Come on. Back to hub. Need to go to Subcon because I can't ever remember how the fucking trees look. God, I forgot how much I love playing this game, though. I had opened it last night to make my overlay, I had to go look at some stuff in the game. And I forgot how much I love playing this game. Like, I had opened it to play, and then I was just like, oh yeah, I forgot. I love this game. That's why I have hundreds of hours in it. And two giant plushy things that take up half my bedroom based on this fucking video game, which I need to fucking move because they're currently blocking shit. Come on, child. Jump. I love A Hat in Time. It's such a good game. Child, move. The downside, though, is there's like the only way to get through the worlds is I do have to go through the actual hub, and I have to like find the different areas. You want to jump? No, she said. Now I gotta remember how the trees look. It's so funny. I was looking at old versions of Eclipses. So here's a fun fact. I actually had to. I wrote in the comic specifically a moment where Snatcher drops Eclipse on her head. Specifically, I had to do that because that way, her hair was so flat in early chapters, and I had to, all right. Got my screenshot. Hold on, I gotta go check on Spud real fast. I'll look at my Eclipsey for a moment. I had a very important task of stealing a shrimp from dinner before dinner is done. What about characters? Hold on. Let me read back in chat. I can't see. You do not want... Yeah, okay. So, fun fact, I actually have... So, Gin is correct on this one. I have well over 500 characters. I have well over 500 plus characters, so there is no way we are fitting all of them in a house. You guys kind of like know like my base group of characters. However, I flesh out my worlds with background characters and background characters of background characters and everything. So I have very diverse amounts of OCs, and that's not even getting into the different stories that I don't even post about. Where they have their own cast of characters, and then those cast of characters have their cast of characters. And then you get into the fact that I do a lot of crossover work with my writings, as well as just lore building and everything like that. Like, the casts that I have are an absolute dumpster fire in the sheer amount that I have. So yeah, Gin's right. I have a lot of characters, so I don't think they would all fit in one house. Like, even my toy house, which is out of date, like, I have a toy house, and it's not technically correct right now. Well, it's got a lot of my characters, but it doesn't have all of my characters. It mostly has characters I've adopted. Like, I have a lot of Obscuras and stuff like that, and it has some of my RP characters, but it doesn't have some of my, like, other characters. Like, I think I just barely added Eclipse and Snatcher to it last year. Like, not Snatcher, I added Rue, which is, like, the rewrite, like, original XP version of him that I use most of the time. Because I basically bastardized that man into an OC. But there's just a lot. Yeah. No worries. I did my half already, didn't I? I drew area for you. I couldn't remember. I was about to say, did I do my half? Yes, I did do my half. I did do my half already. I did it and then I fucking forgot. Like, I have all of my fan characters that no one sees, like my Soul Eater fanfic. Like, I have so many characters for that. There's my original works. I have a whole cast of characters that I've not even introduced to people. Sometimes I just design for the sake of designing, and then I end up with more OCs because I can't just leave well enough alone. I'm not worried. Bestie, you know I don't give a shit. You've known me for what, 15 years at this point? You know I'm patient. Oh wait, I can do polls, can I? I can do polls. Yeah. Hold on, how do I do this? Subject. Yeah, polls. Yeah. I can't decide what kind of plushie to give her. All right, I'll put a poll up for 2 minutes. Yeah! I totally forgot I have the option to put polls on Twitch. God, this will make life easier. He's purple! Yeah, you've known me a long time. I mean, so I'm going to your wedding. I gotta take the days off from work and figure out travel plans. I have another video I need to finish at some point. I have like so many animations that I need to finish that I haven't finished. Please understand, I have so many things I've started that I've just not finished because I don't think anyone wants to fucking watch them. Yee! I'm putting up with my bullshit for so many years. Alright. Twitch, show me the things. Fun fact, Eclipse is my own OC and sometimes I forget some of her markings. Not that I forget that they exist, I just forget to put them on her. Specifically her alternate markings, because I always do the triangle under her eye, but you like very rarely actually see. I see Shrimp is currently in the win. I see someone has paid twice to add more votes in. Alright, so it looks like we're doing a Shrimp. Which is what I'm having for dinner tonight. I think that's good for that panel. Because he's delicious. I had my mic muted when I went to go talk to my sister, and you guys missed me shouting a dick joke on my way up the stairs. Because I'm streaming in my room, obviously. And so we're eating shrimp, and Spud specifically bought colossal shrimp. And I made a joke. I made a joke on the way up the stairwell. That's what he says about his dick. He's got a colossal shrimp because he's growing in Shella. Because I'm the fucking freak who makes fucking lore about what is their character's dick size. But Spud's making sweet and sour shrimp with carrots and cauliflower. I made the rice. That's how I contribute to dinner, is I cook the rice for dinner. I know I'm not the only one. I have a friend who literally like has drawn dick comparisons of his OCs. Nice! That's awesome. I can't wait for you to move out of your family house either. What? Okay. I'll come grab some in a second. And that was the sound of a spoodle saying dinner. BRB, a moment. I'm just gonna go. I'm not gonna eat on stream. I'm just gonna go grab a dish of it so I have it for after stream. These shrimps are so fucking big. Like, these shrimps are huge. Normally she just gets normal shrimp, but she got colossal shrimp this time. Massive. I gotta pick the peppers out of it, though. Can't eat peppers. They can touch my food, I just can't eat them. I know. I mean, that makes sense for why you would have to know what to describe that. I'm just the degenerate who occasionally draws not safe for work with a friend, so we make jokes about it. And muchas, thank you for dinner. I will be here. You know how to reach me. I have Discord open, so. Okay. Rest up. I think one of the hardest things about drawing Eclipse sometimes is the fact that she has I see the ad break coming. It's because my ads run every hour. I have it set so it does larger chunks at once, so there's less ads during the main thing. At least that's the hope. I wish the snooze was longer than a 5-minute snooze, like... Sometimes a 5-minute nap really hits, though. And then other times you wake up feeling like absolute death. See, the reason I swapped it from smaller breaks throughout the hour to just doing a huge 3-minute chunk at the start of the hour is just because it's like that kept being an issue in like when I do longer streams particularly. So I started swapping it so that it would be less intrusive in a sense. Yee! Unless you're me being an insomniac, like, fucking, I'm so upset lately as I'm not sleeping. So, if I seem a little loopy, it's because I have not slept properly in, like, 3 days. But then again, I'm always loopy on stream, so, like, I'm just loopy as a person. I'm just an absolute whack job. See, the problem is it's like I'm trying to like mimic a video, but at the same time, I want to make sure it's still recognizably mine, like my style. So it's like I'm trying to like blend the two, and I'm like, I'm not sure how exactly happy I am with that. But I'm gonna try to get at least all the frames sketched, and then I can go in and refine things. Thankfully, this isn't the most intensive PV there is. There are some that can get really into it. Um, No, don't grab me. No, my butt. I have some coworkers who get really amused by how high my voice will get when I'm screeching about things. Cause that's not just a stream thing. I'm just like that. I just screech. I feel like my screech doesn't. I feel like the screech works better when I have my sushi shrimp model. Makeshift at me. That's my goal in life. My goal in life is to be popular enough to run a successful makeshift campaign. That's all I want. 2 successful makeshift campaigns. I want to make the Babbit, and I want to make sushi shrimp someday. I even have the perfect, call to action for why you'd want the Babbit. She's perfectly puntable! Get yours today! Do you want an Eldritch Horror that's going to steal all your soda? All your Dr. Pepper belongs to her? Well, get your own little moon rabbit! She's perfectly puntable! Warning, moon rabbit side effects might include eating your nightmares, eating your dreams, eating all of your loved ones. And yourself. We are not responsible for any deaths or losses occurred by abducting a moon rabbit. Man, I stammered so hard on that. Do you want an Eldritch Horror that'll take your laptop and convince you to write something? How about something that's going to sneak into your fridge and steal all of your meat products? Do you want something that's going to sit above your head and whisper at you, and hopefully you will just not see the terrors that it is summoning into your room? Long, dripping tentacles oozing from crevices you did not know existed. Eyes watching you from every corner of your dark room, waiting, watching, listening, for that moment that your eyes slowly drift to sleep. Yeah, valid. Except no, I would never steal stuff from someone's fridge. I am too neurotic that I don't even like. My dad has explicitly told me, on numerous occasions, I have been explicitly told that if it's in our fridge at home, you can eat it. But I will still go out of my way to explicitly ask my dad if I can eat something, and I won't touch it until I have permission. And then sometimes stuff goes bad because we didn't get to it soon enough because I'm too nervous to actually eat things that I didn't purchase myself. I don't know, I'm so overly nervous about things. Oh, I did! I cooked my own food at work the other day. Normally I'll ask a cook to do it, but I have I talked to my manager, and I am gonna start learning how to do stuff on the line and stuff like that. I'm not gonna work as a line cook just because health conditions make that a very hard thing for me to do. But I am gonna start learning how to do it so that when things get too hectic for the cook or something like that at the end of the night, I can hop in to help. But I cooked my own thing the other night and I burnt it. Oh, if you no, I don't know if I can. I don't think I can say it. No, I can't. I can't say it. I'll DM you something later. Probably means they were either they ran out, or they didn't portion them. No, it's something I know, but I don't think I'm allowed to say it yet because I don't think it's coming until May. And I don't want to get in trouble with the big bees. I don't want to get in trouble with the big bees. But if you like the waffle fries, I think you'll like. Well, I can say this. Because I'm not saying specifically, but if you like the loaded waffle fries, there's a special coming out. We'll have an upcoming special that you'll probably like too. And I believe we're getting it during May and June, but I could be mistaken per se on the exact dates. I just did my training for it the other day, so it's like I know how to make it. I can't remember the exact dates the thing is running. Because I know we have a current special that's like on slow rollout right now. And then we're getting the next special together. And it's a restaurant wide special because corporate. I do want to try one of our specials. We had a special that ended, and I'm really kind of sad that it ended, but at the same time, we still have all the ingredients on the regular line, so I can still make it if I want it. So I don't know if you go to Applebee's often or not, but Applebee's has these skillet meals. And one of them that we had as a special was this, I think it was like the white cheddar chicken skillet. And it is fucking delicious. Like, cheese and chicken goes together so well. Does it make me incredibly sick? Yes. Do I care? No. I'm gonna keep eating it. But we had that as a special, and it came off not long ago. But it was really good, and we still have the stuff to make it, so I actually still made it for myself the other night. Because I don't heat it on the skillet, and I don't care if we don't have the white cheddar, because we still have a cheddar blend, and it tastes exactly the fucking same to me. I prefer Parmesan. But the point is, we still have the stuff for it, so. But it's a very good one. It's basically, so when you get the skillet, it's just like a nice creamy Alfredo sauce, and then they put the cheddar blend on top of that, and it's a lot of cheese. And then on top of that, you get a fire burn chicken breast, flame broiled. I cannot speak. Flame broiled chicken breast that is cut up into strips, and then that's placed on top of the cheddar and cheese. And then it's also served with broccoli and garlic mashed potatoes. And if you get it on the skillet, it is then placed on the skillet, and then it is heated up. So it sizzles, and the cheese gets all gooey and melty. And it's really fucking good. Most of the skillets that we have garlic butter on them, so I can't eat them. Which is a damn shame, because they smell so fucking good, and it's like I always get like my mouth waters whenever I smell them, but it's like I can't eat them because they'll make me incredibly not breathing. Which is a damn shame, because I really like this. I love the smell of them. At least the fun part is Eclipse's scarf covers up 80% of her shoulder, so it's like kind of easy to draw some of the repeat panels. These have to be some of the cutest Eclipses, though, because they're like slightly chibi. But yeah, it was like it was a really good skillet menu. I really enjoyed it because it was like something I could actually eat. Because you would not believe how much shit has garlic in it at Applebee's. Like, fuck, man, I have to order my stuff unseasoned. Like, I have to order all of my stuff unseasoned because just, like, our basic seasoning mix is garlic in it. Everything has garlic! And it's so frustrating! It is! It is as common as salt! And it's so frustrating because it's just like, I want to eat it. Even the fucking broccoli is pre-seasoned in garlic. Oh, this looks terrible. Yerp. It's because I would duplicate, because I just duplicated one and flipped it, but because she's looking to the side, it just comes off looking absolutely hilarious. Fuck, I need to finish another. I just remembered I have a K Pet the fur balls. Tell them I love them. Joey was such a dick earlier. He pushed me off the couch. I had been sitting on the couch before him, and then he came out and he was just like, "Hi, Mom. Pet me." Okay, Mom, I've had enough. Get off the couch. And I'm like, Joseph! You have 3 other cushions on this couch to lay on, child. I have to decide too if I want to leave it sketchy when I go to clean it up or not, because the original PV that I'm basing this off of has a it's sketchy, but I don't know. I have an issue with leaving things super sketchy at times. Because it's like, do I leave it with a sketchier line, or do I go and do my full normal lineup and everything? I'm just thinking about the fact that I have an upcoming set of pages I have to line art. See, at first I forgot that I was planning to do this stream where I was gonna work on this video and stuff, and I was gonna just straight up work on my comic again. And then I was like, wait, no. Babbitt, we had plans. That I was just like, oh, right. But I have upcoming pages where she just chases down a rabbit and straight up just bites into a rabbit. God, this hand looks... Actually, this hand looks decent. It's just too small. always forget how many fucking panels these things take. Then I remember this is the reason I never finish anything. I have a video that I was working on EYES eyes that I'm working on with her and Shay that I need to finish. I thought I had finished it, and then I realized I was missing like 30 seconds worth of images that I didn't get of the audio. Itchy wrist! I also... Ow! Fuck! I was itching my wrist and I forgot Joey scratched me and I had a scab and I just hit it and ow! Was gonna say, I had figured out a way to make my iPad last a little longer. Yeah, ow indeed. That's why I said ow. Someday I will actually finish videos that I have started. When will that happen? Who knows? Not me. I don't know anything. I almost made that a goal, but God, yeah, like look at that the animatic I showed earlier in stream where he's not drunk, and like look at the designs in that video compared to like this is their actual designs that will be used for the remake. He'll be a little thinner, but that's just because he bulks up in the later half. But it's just so funny looking at how different they are. No, cancel. It's always so funny when I draw him without his nose. Because, like, normally his nose takes up like 80% of his face. Yeah. Right? But technically, a lot of the time in this comic, he doesn't have his nose. Like, he's supposed to be Flat-Faced McGee in most of this. Where's my tissue box? Because my room has been so stuffy, I have had my window open. But unfortunately, that comes with the caveat. My window is open, which pulls air from outside in. Do you know what is outside? Pollen. Do you want to know what sucks? Pollen! Alright, hold on, I gotta take my headset off for this. No one needs to hear my sneeze! Fuck. Oh, my ears pop. Always tells you something when your ears pop when you just fucking try to clear your fucking sinuses. I really love how cute Eclipse looks in this page, but at this panel, but like also she's so sad. She wants to reach out for him, but she's not gonna cuz she thinks he doesn't want her. Which is so funny because he's fucking head over heels for her. Yeah, I was rereading some of the parts that are coming up for Moon Guardian and stuff, and it's like I forget how a lot of this like how sad it gets at parts because she just has such a low self-esteem. Like she hates herself so like she's been beaten down so badly that she just genuinely cannot fathom the fact that he loves her because he doesn't ever because it's like he shows it like not to say like Snatcher like doesn't show he loves her, like he does, he just doesn't physically, he doesn't ever say it out loud, and he tends to play a lot of stuff as jokes because he's also hurt. How the fuck would you hold this? Okay. Like specifically there was a scene I was reading last night where so one of the things Eclipse does is she folds a lot of paper stars, and she, because it's like you fold like 1,000 paper stars or whatever and get a wish, um and he had asked her if she had finished folding her stars yet or not, and he's like you have to have well over 1,000, did you think of your wish? And she was just like being a little bit of a, she didn't want to tell him because she was embarrassed. And she finally tells him that what she wants is she wants to stay in subcon with him. But do you know what this absolute tool of a man says? Instead of saying, "Oh, well, I can make that wish come true for you because I can't stand you not being in my afterlife," or anything like that. Do you know what this absolute tool of a man says? Well, you have so many contracts, you're not leaving anytime soon. Like, this absolute dumpster fire of a man. Instead of saying, "Hey, I like you. I prefer you being in subcon with me." No. No, you have contracts to do, so you're not leaving. And it's like, Aurelius Luca Law, you absolute dumpster fire of a man. Yeah, let me find the exact scene that I'm talking about. Look how sad she is. She wants to hug him and get kisses and feel better, and he's a fucking dumpster. Da 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 da. I think it was this one. Yeah, I found it. Let me turn the music down slightly so I can. Hold on. I'm gonna read this. Let's go with this one. Alright. Alright. Oh yeah? You going to make a wish? She got up and popped between him and the book, curious. He huffed and rested his head on top of hers as he read. No, I don't think so. I think I have what I want right now. Oh? She looked up at him with wide eyes. You don't want... What was it you said, normalcy? She looked at the book. She began to laugh as he nuzzled against her face. Nah, I'm set. I think I have my normalcy. I have my space heater, I have my minions, I have those annoying brats keeping me on my figurative toes, he explained. I see. She gave a small smile. That's good then. I'm glad you made it came true. She gripped at her scarf with a sudden expression. She squeaked as he pressed his face to hers. She giggled and pushed against him. Come on, you touchy noodle, cut it out. Don't want to. He snickered as he looked at the book. Did you ever decide on what you wanted to wish for? You have to have over 1,000 stars. I did, but... She turned a bit red. I don't think it'll come true. Well, what did you wish for? He put the book back as he moved to face her. She looked at the floor ashamed. Don't laugh, okay? She bit her lip. What? He scowled. I want... She buried her face in her scarf. Never mind, it's dumb. Don't even worry about it. It can't come true anyway. Things are already happening against it ever happening. She yelped as he scooped her up and looked at her seriously. She buried her face into his mane. I want to stay in subcon forever, she mumbled. I cannot understand you when you do that. He sighed. He shook her a bit. Come on, just tell me. I'm the snatcher. I snatch what I want, and right now, I want to know. She laughed at his bolstering and gave a small sigh. She looked up at him. I want to stay in subcon. Forever. She was bright red and covered her face ashamed. I know I have to leave when I finish my contracts, and I know I'm annoying, but I really love it here. And I still don't know where I came from. To me, this is home. She couldn't get herself to say it. Snatcher was bright yellow as he held onto her and gave a soft smile. He leaned and nuzzled against her, pressing his face to her forehead. Well, you have a lot of contracts. I don't think you're leaving anytime soon. He laughed. She gave a weak smile, gripping her scarf. Right. And that whole thing is 12 times worse when you know a plot point that comes from that comes from the same storyline. So a thing that happens is he starts taking his human form more often because he has a hard time controlling his emotions around her, and when he's emotional he tends to take his human form. And he's so distracted by everything going on that he doesn't register the fact that he is not giving her fresh contracts anymore. Meaning her contracts are almost done. And he gives her that false implication that, yeah, when your contracts are done, you gotta go. Because he didn't say that just, oh, you can stay without a contract, you don't have to leave. But no, he's a fucking idiot. So instead of being open and honest about his own feelings and, keeping his hot wife, who he loves a lot, with him, he accidentally gives her the wrong idea and she thinks that he doesn't want her. Because the thing is, Eclipse is already struggling at this point, so so this is spoilers, but it's also not, because I've talked about this before. The thing with Moon Guardian, oh, it's getting cold. I need to turn my fan off. I gotta turn my fan off. Come on. Off. Thank you. A big thing with Moon Guardian is Eclipse and Snatcher. By the time Hat Kid and Bow Kid show up in this comic, they've been together for 3 years. And because he's spent so long as an undead, he kind of forgets some things will change, because he's been in this dead forest without anything changing for centuries. And then in came Eclipse, and then she did change things, but then they got into a routine. And he just gets so used to his routine, he can't think of it changing again, because he spent so long without change before her. And then Hat and Bow show up, and they kind of open his eyes to the fact that, hey, you like Eclipse, and we think Eclipse likes you back. Because they act like a couple prior to this. They never say anything. But it's like, it's just become a normalcy with them. But the girls come and they kind of like help him understand some things, but it actually makes things a little bit harder, because then he starts like reacting to things more. And you have Eclipse, who already has issues, and it just starts having more issues. And it just, sorry, I gotta fix my mic settings because it's being stupid. Hello? Okay, you need to stay up. Alright, that should be good. It's like not properly like registering when I'm talking at points. And I don't know if maybe it's just this mic has issues compared to like my standard mic, because I normally use a completely different mic. This is a new one, and it was a cheaper one too, so. But, so, yeah, basically it does snowball effect, and he doesn't register that he's not giving her contracts or anything anymore, because he doesn't want to stress her out, because, well, he loves her. But the other problem is they've been discovering more and more stuff, and he gets nervous. Because once the girls show up, they start actually kind of like, because now you have time rifts and there's time travel involved with the girls showing up, they start actually figuring out who Eclipse is. For the past, 3 years that she was with him, they didn't really dig into her past or anything like that. She just kind of got used to living in Subcon. And the more they figure out who she is and everything, the more worried she gets. Because plot. Well, no, it's because the more she remembers who she is, the stronger her connection to the Horizon and stuff shows up. And the stronger her connection to the Horizon stuff gives more access for Twyla to get to her. And considering Twyla is the one who feeds into her bad brain space and everything, you can see where this snowballs. So basically, but the thing is, this is the most change she's seen in Snatcher. Yeah, so plot. So this is the most change she's seen in Snatcher, and she thinks it's because the girls are helping him feel more human again. Not realizing that, no, it's not the girls per se that are doing it. It's him coming to terms with how he feels about her. And he has to learn to let go of things in order to move on with her. But the problem is, because he's such a fucking idiot, that he doesn't register it. And then it just ends up being I'm just trying to think of the best way to, I'm trying to like just think of the best way to word this. I should probably turn my music slightly back up. Turned it down so I could read. But it's the girls are part of it, but it is more a fact Eclipse, and the girls pointing out the fact that, hey, Eclipse could leave. And the more he learns about her and learning about, she reminds him of things that he had just kind of pushed aside because he has his own self-hate issues. It leads to him just being more stupid, is the best way to put it. It's not necessarily they're dumb, it's just they both have their own traumas and not the right tools to fix it, per se. Like, they avoid things that they shouldn't be avoiding. And it just comes back to hurt them. So in the case of this, it's Snatcher basically just, he doesn't want to confront his own past and have to acknowledge the fact that if what they've learned is right, that means he actually really hurt her. And then he's feeling guilty and thinks he can't have anything to do with her because he basically is responsible for the death of her parents. Because that's the thing, is like, the reason she doesn't have her parents anymore is because Solgaria killed them. And he's the former prince of Solgaria. And it was his father who basically commanded that her family be killed. And he feels slightly responsible for that because that was his country and his father. Thus leading him to have some complicated emotions. Plus, he starts feeling guilty about the fact, too, that they've met when he was alive, but he didn't remember her at all. And he feels like absolute garbage, so he doesn't know how to approach her. And that's what leads to her starting to feel like, oh, he wants to distance himself from me. The girls are what are giving him his humanity back, and he wants to have that normalcy with them. It has nothing to do with me. So she thinks, well, I've technically finished my contract and I found my one goal, and I don't know what else is coming for me. And then she has the foreboding presence because Twyla's a cuck, and Twyla's gonna pull some shit. And she's spent 300 years in isolation. She doesn't know how to express her emotions. Because the people that she had access to, one of them was constantly talking her down, one was ignoring her, and one was locked up in a prison that she wasn't able to really talk to them. So you combine all of that together and you're going to get a recipe for disaster when it comes time for her to actually have to state, I want something. Because to her, it doesn't matter what she wants. Because the last couple times she's wanted something, she ended up just being told, fuck off, basically. Because one of the things that she had wanted was, because Kraft ends up getting trapped in a dream bubble. And Senna wouldn't let her out of the horizon. And then you have Twyla, who's just telling her she's useless and that this is what she gets for being a bad dog and everything. So, yeah, Rue's a fucking moron. He has his reasons, but he's still dumb. Because it's like, at that point, too, he really should just tell her. But if I did that, we wouldn't have a plot. Whoopsie. He's just a fucking tsundere, and he doesn't know how to tell his girlfriend that he likes her. Plus, it doesn't help that as Eclipse learns things, there's also the biggest issue that is a big thing that kind of kills their trust, is he won't tell her he's Prince. Snatcher won't admit the fact that Prince Aurelius and him are the same person. And that leads to a lot of issues. Anyway, these my blorbos, they're fucking stupid and they don't know how to communicate. I love my blorbos and I have so much story to tell with them. But anyway, that's why I like this song for them. By the way, did I ever say what song PMV I am actually doing? I don't think I actually did. Oh, ads are coming. Anyway, the song is I Like You, I Love You. And it's a Vocaloid song. But the song is I Like You, I Love You. And I realized I don't think I ever actually said what song I was gonna be doing. Alright, have a good night, Gin. Thanks for hanging by. I'm gonna keep working on my thing. I want to see if I'm like only, fun fact, I'm only like halfway through just sketching it because I keep getting distracted. I mean, at least I'm not getting distracted in the same way I normally get distracted, where I'm like drawing 17 other things. I'm just distracted talking. Come on. Hands work with me. And this is where I start to really differ from the original PV. Because the original one that I'm basing this off of, it uses like internal computer parts and stuff like that because it's a program. But I'm not going to use that motif here. Be really funny, and I could color this one like it's a Snatcher's POV and just like up all the cutesy stuff, like had a bunch of like bubbly heart soft filters and stuff like that because it's how he sees her. Oh yeah, it's definitely holding up better since I changed some settings. Because normally by this point my iPad would already be in the 20% range, but I still have like 47% battery. Hell yeah. And then I gotta go try to kill a butler in Lethal Company after these. I'm gonna play Lethal with friends after stream. Can't play it on stream, sadly, because my PC I think would combust if I try to play multiplayer and stream and record all at the same time. Okay, that's a repeat frame. But I think I'm gonna change it. course, the joy is like me starting this with me starting stream being like I have no fucking clue what I'm gonna do, and me just like just gotta start, and then you get figured out. Now I know what I'm doing. God, I'm drawing him so off model because I'm not even bothering to look at my refs. Kisses are hard to draw. Can I do this? Do I have the ability to do this? I turned the lower sketch level off and it looks so funny. And I'm gonna make this sad. I am gonna have to stop probably soon because my iPad is now starting to die. Does seem like about 3-ish hours is still a limit. I thought I was doing better, but no. I think that's all the panels sketched. Jesus Christ. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 38's not terrible. I've definitely done things that have more, and I might add more. I might add more panels and stuff in once I start going to clean it all up. What I gotta do now, though, is I need to go into my video editing software. I need to... What's gonna be fun, I have to export all of these, and then I need to put them into my video editing software, and then I need to do a rough cut to the song to see how well it all matches up. And then I'll be able to see how well it does. But yeah, I do think I'm gonna end here. I got everything sketched out, so my next stream I'll probably start cleaning it up, but I gotta go do a rough test fit of it in the video editing software to even see how it looks. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me today with the different layout. That is not gonna stay this layout. This was just for today. I'll go back to being a shrimp underwater soon. But thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I hope all of you have a wonderful Monday nice. Nice. Yeah, that was, thank you, brain. That was the words that I wanted to say. Have a wonderful Monday night. Yeah! Probably gonna stream again tomorrow, but as I always say, I have no clue when I'm gonna stream next. I will stream when I stream. Have a good night, y'all. Bye!